Yeah, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts and I watched, which one was this? Maze Runner, the Scorch Trials. Yes. Yes. Dan Zimmerman? Nah, I'm probably thinking of another Zimmerman. Um, let's start with the movie. Oh, I'm not gonna watch the second movie today. You do get the movie Children of the Corn free from yesterday. Tomorrow we're gonna watch one movie because I have a cremation of my grandmother. And then from on Saturday we're just going back to normal. Free movies, Sunday free movies, yada 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 yada. So let's just start with Maze Runner 2, or the Maze Runner The Scorch Trials. We see a lamp. We see feet move forward. We're looking up at some people, from the crowd. We're kind of looking, maybe half through the crowd, half over the crowd, to see what they were walking towards. And it's a kind of a fence and maybe a border. Some people, stick their hand up or wave or something like that. I don't know why they do that. We look blurry through the fence, and the screen becomes clearer, and we see people again are waving. Why? Sorry guys, I'm kind of itch. We get a close-up shot close-up shot, of a person that works at that border, a border person, with a oxygen mask. We then get a close-up shot of a dog barking, German Shepherd. A mom moves forward through the crowd with her child in her arms, and we then get an above shot, of her move through the crowd, and she made it at the front. But we're gonna leave that, because if you want to know what's going to happen next, watch the movie yourself. Yeah. Definitely camera work, very nice, very sharp. Probably throughout this whole franchise, the trilogy. Yeah, one thing that I don't get, why do people always want to have the top bunk in a bunk bed? I don't get it. Give me the lower bunk, Because if I have to go to the bathroom, I don't want to climb out of my bed, and then climb back into bed. And shake the whole bed while I'm, trying to lay in it. No, just give me the bottom bunk, I have a sister, and my parents are divorced. And me and my sister, we shared a room at my dad's place, when he was still single. After the divorce, so we shared a room and we shared a bunk bed. But the first bunk bed was not a normal bunk bed. That was after that. And in the other bunk bed, she slept, in the upper bunk bed. I slept at the lower, But we had a kind of a sliding bunk bed, with one you have here and the other one is like this, But then obviously it's not on top, but it's lower, So it's like, like this, And I slept at the upper one, and there was a kind of a little step up, that you can put down, And one night, apparently, I rolled out of my bed. Yeah, I didn't know that until the next morning when I was laying on the ground with a little bit of back pain, because what I think happened is that I fell with my back on that step, on that little step up thingy, and then rolled off it and lay then next to it on the ground, and I woke up the next morning, I probably could have broken something, or maybe even worse, I could have died. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I still remember that. Just, and I don't know how I rolled out of bed, because that never happened actually before and never happened after, because I don't roll out of my bed, I don't know what happened that night, but well, I did fall, and yeah. Anyway, we had the chick in this movie, Teresa. I knew we couldn't trust that fucking bitch. I fucking knew it. There was a scene in this movie where everybody went, and she kind of lingered, and was staring at something. Probably it was after they just saved themselves from hanging upside down, there was a guy, with a gun, and a radio that's, connected to Wicked, and not the musical Wicked, but to the company Wicked, which they tried to escape from. And they all went, after they defeat the guy, and she, we could hear the guy, one of the guys from Wicked, talking through the radio, the walkie-talkie radio, whatever, and she was staring at it. And from that moment, I knew that we couldn't trust her, because she said before, oh yeah, let's go back. But actually from that moment on, you knew that we couldn't trust her. And that was more confirmed, when she was looking at that fucking radio. And yes, she informed, and well, they came. That fucking cunt. It's not a decent movie, maybe even an alright movie, but I think I will give this movie a 3.75, just like the last one. Sorry. Leave likes, recommend a good maze related movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, check out my second channel on the kids where the food streams every week from time to time, hot sauce and alcohol, or my third channel on Underdog Reacts, where we do primarily music. Link down below in the description, and see you guys next time. Bye.